Good morning, welcome for those that are just joining us. You'll need 2 pillows today for the practice. It can be any type of pillow from your bed, pillow from the couch. I'll take a moment just to introduce myself. My name is Mrs. Czyz. I teach in the kinesiology department on campus, if you haven't met me before. I primarily teach sports medicine, the junior-senior elective in the kin department, and I also teach yoga and sophomore wellness. Today's practice is going to be geared towards self-love. Throughout the practice, I'm going to be offering affirmations to you guys. And the goal of these affirmations it's not intended for you to believe them necessarily, but just to take note of how they make you feel in the moment. As you can see, I have 2 pillows here, so make sure you have 2 pillows. And we'll get going in just a few minutes. All right, to begin our practice, we're actually going to start in a wide-legged child's pose. So our big toes will come together, we'll be on our knees. Our knees can fall out nice and wide, much wider than the hips. And then we'll bring our chest down to the floor. It's one of the most common resting poses within the yoga world. Our arms can reach out in front of us as our forehead meets the mat. Or we can bring our arms behind as we grab onto our heels and allow our body to rest within this pose. And once we've settled, we'll take a few deep breaths here. Noting the sensations within our hips and our shoulders, the weight of our forehead on the floor. And as we feel the weight of our body on the floor and allow ourselves to release and relax, we affirm ourselves by saying, I am worthy of love and joy. We'll rise the chest, bringing our hands just below our shoulders, bringing the knees underneath our hips, tucking the toes, and lifting up and into downward facing dog. Our hips rise towards the ceiling. We can pedal out our feet. We can nod our head yes and shake it no. From here, we'll lift our right leg up to the sky and we'll step that right foot to the outside of our right hand. We'll drop the back knee, we'll untuck the toes. And if you need, you can bring the pillow, bringing your elbows towards the floor, either on top of the pillow or on the ground. We'll breathe within this pose, allowing those hip flexors to release. And we affirm by saying, I forgive myself. We'll rise the chest, removing the props if we've used them. Lifting that back knee as we tuck the toe, stepping back and coming back into that downward facing dog. Feel free to move around whichever way feels best. We'll take that left leg, lifting it up towards the sky. We'll step that left foot to the outside of our left hand. We'll drop the back knee, we'll untuck the toes, and we'll bring those props, if we need them, to fall underneath our elbows. From here, we'll exhale, folding down, allowing ourselves to breathe and release. And we affirm, I choose to feel good every day. We rise the chest, we tuck the back knee, or tuck the back toes, remove the props, lift the knee, and we step back, coming into downward facing dog. Move around, whichever way feels best. When you're ready, we'll drop down to our knees, stacking the hips over them. Our hands will reach out in front of us as we keep our hips nice and high and drop the chest, melting heart. If you'd like, you can utilize the pillows or props underneath your chest to alleviate some of the stress that might be coming through that area, or if you're looking for more of a stretch, placing the props under your hands. Allow yourself to breathe, to release, and to affirm. I love myself exactly as I am. And we'll rise the chest, removing the props, and staying on our knees, bringing them together to touch. We'll lift the hips, we'll tuck our toes. This stretch is going to focus on the bottom of our feet, a portion of the body that we rarely stretch, but we use so much throughout the day. This will be a short one. Spend just a few seconds here, really focusing on keeping our shoulders drawn down and away from the ears. Our spine and our neck is stacked on one another. And we'll just breathe here. Taking a few breaths, allowing our body to release, relax, and affirm. With the more love that I give, the more love that I receive. One more deep breath here. We'll roll over onto all fours, untucking the toes, allowing those feet to just rest for just a moment as we make our way onto our back. For this pose, we'll definitely need the props. I'm going to face you guys so that you have a better view. We're going to go wide-legged forward fold. So your legs will come out nice and wide into a V, And if you can do the forward splits here, you're more than welcome to have that within your practice. From here, we'll stack the spine, pulling the top of the head up towards the ceiling, inhaling, and then exhaling, folding forward, with those props in front of us, or bringing our chest all the way to the floor. Again, allowing the body to breathe, to release, and to affirm, I am worth loving. We rise the chest, removing the props if we utilize them, making our way onto our back and pulling both knees into our chest. We'll do small circles here, just gently massaging our low back on the ground. Stacking the knees over the hips, we'll drop them off to one side, keeping our shoulders firmly intact on the floor. Our gaze will follow the fingertips on the back side of our body. We'll gently close our eyes, allowing our body to breathe and release, and affirm. The possibilities are endless. Our knees return back to center. As we drop them to the opposite side, our gaze will follow. Gently close those eyes. We breathe and we release as we affirm, I love every inch of my body. We draw those knees back into our chest, pulling them in nice and tight towards our forehead, wrapping our forearms around our shins. We give ourselves a nice big hug. I invite you to release, allowing the legs to fall to the floor. Your arms can come to your side. Your eyes can gently close as we take our final pose of the day, Shavasana. I'll be leading you guys through a guided meditation at this time. Again, my words are not supposed to make you believe any specific thing, but rather invite you to just take note of how your body feels and the emotions that might arise. I'll finish a few minutes early today just to give you guys the opportunity to reflect, whether that's through journaling or just a few moments at the end with yourself. And once you're settled, I invite you again to close your eyes or to soften your gaze and just tune into your breath. Notice your breath without trying to change it. Also notice if you feel tense or relaxed without trying to change that either. Inhale through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. Continue to take full, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you breathe, become aware of the state of your body and the quality of your mind. Where is your body holding any tension? Do you feel closed off or shut down emotionally? Where is your mind? Is it wandering, or is it at home within the breath? Is your mind at ease or filled with resentlessness, negativity, and doubt? Place both hands over your heart and continue to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Ask yourself, How does it feel to place my hands over this tender area? This place where I experience love for self and others. Let your breath become more smooth and effortless, and begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Feel the flow of air moving into your lungs and then back out into the world. With each exhale, imagine you are releasing any negative thoughts that may be lingering in your mind. Continue to focus on your breath. On each inhale, think, I am worthy. And on each exhale, I am enough. Let each inhale draw in self-love, and each exhale release what is no longer serving you. Take a few minutes to breathe and recite this mantra internally. Notice how you feel as you say these words to yourself. If your mind wanders at any point, know that it's okay. It's the nature of the mind to wander. Simply bring your attention back to the breath and notice how your thoughts come and go, whether they're positive or negative. And simply allow them to pass on by like clouds floating in the sky. Now visualize yourself standing in front of a mirror and look into your own eyes. What do you see? Regardless of what appears in the reflection, tell yourself, I love you. You are beautiful and you are worthy of happiness. Know that what you see in the mirror in this moment may be different from what you see the next time you look. Imagine now that you could breathe into your heart. Visualize love pouring out of your hands and into your heart. Let this love warm and permeate you from your heart center, filling the rest of your body. Feel a sense of comfort and calm as it travels up through your chest and into your neck and head, out into your shoulders, arms, and hands, and down into your ribs, belly, pelvis, legs and feet. Allow a sensation of warmth to fill you from head to toe. Breathe here and know that love is always available for you when you need it. And when you're ready, take a few more deep breaths, mindful breaths, and softly open your eyes. I invite you to sit for just a few moments to acknowledge or journal the unique experience that you just had. These opportunities are beautiful, beautiful opportunities to learn something new about ourselves. I hope you take a few moments, just reflect. Practices like these allow us to build stronger and better relationships with ourselves. It allows us to show up a little bit more fully for ourselves. So I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you guys have a beautiful Christmas break. There's one more week to go. Keep showing up for yourself. Know that you guys are all beautiful and you're all loved. So have a beautiful day. I look forward to seeing you guys in 2021.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.